This is one of the big Nepenthes that I got from like 2024. It's very big now. It's making a lot of offshoots, and I actually decided to cut some of those offshoots to plant in an individual pot. It's looking pretty rough right now because it's still kind of hot here. I also removed the flowers, and maybe if it gets a little bit bigger, I'm finally gonna chop the main stem and probably leave another offshoot below the stem to be the new main growth. Because it's getting too tall for me to manage, and it's getting kind of bald. Anyway, this was the other big one. I divided the main stem and put some of the propagations in here. It's humid in here, so hopefully they'll strike. Hortensis is still not dividing. The main mother plant of the Drosera paradoxa looks like this now. It's very big, and it's also growing a new offshoot on the side. The trio paradoxa in the pot is these three. Those are gonna be my replacement for the mother plants, and they're also dividing now too. These are the this is the petiolaris from the mother pot, I think, or probably the leaf pulling back then. In my last video in April, they looked terrible. Now they're looking fine. Really, the only problem back then was they got too waterlogged. So what I learned about the petiolaris complex is that they need to kind of dry out before watering again. For the St. James eyes, I sold some, and now I'm left with 3, and the carbaryp is still there. Oh yeah, I finally ID'd the other red one, the other pygmy sundew that's out of place as a Drosera carbaryp. The Drosera rosianus kind of looked terrible because back in like, what month was it? March, I think. They divided, right? They made some what do you call it? The clones, I forgot. Gemme, and unfortunately that made them weak because their energy got divided into other plants. Now I only have like 3 mother plants, 3 good looking ones, and then the divisions are right here. There's still 14 of them in here. The Stelidiums that I divided back in April now looks nice, and I've been selling them. I also grew some Filiformis red from seed, and now this is a pot of Intermedia Cuba that is still not germinating. I think I planted this like 2 weeks ago. Maybe they germinate in about a month, I don't know. What else? Planted some Biblis liniflora, but unfortunately they're still not growing. Maybe in the previous videos I mentioned that I grew some Drosera capillaris and Toquensis from seeds, and that's how they're looking right now. These are divisions from the these are the divisions from the Drosera dichotomous. This longer one is from a root cutting from the bigger one. That's why it's very big. And then the capillaris looks like that now. They're doing fine and healthy. Really, the only problem back then was the potting media, because back then I used to compact it so much, so it turns out the roots can't breathe. Now I'm not compacting them much, and the plants are growing because the roots can breathe. And then there's more Stellidiums I divided back then. The Burmanias are looking fine. Some more Paradoxa divisions that I compotted with these Stellidiums, well, to save some space. I'm still selling them. I had a lot of divisions of the Atricularius, and I sold some. Now I'm starting fresh again with the divisions, and the Fulva is now looking great. It's making more leaves. I don't think I mentioned this in the last video, but this is a Pinguicula. What do you call this? I forgot. Fuck. Primuliflora. There you go. It's getting bigger. The Nepenthes cuttings is now a complete plant. That's the Graciliflora. This is the typical black Gracilis. This is the Ampullaria. Unfortunately, still no pictures, but they are growing roots. Very they're still growing roots because still not making pictures because I disturbed its roots like last 2 weeks ago to cut the mother vine where it came from. So cutting that means it will be able to have more space to grow its own roots instead of relying on the mother vine. So I went ahead and did that, and I was able to transfer it in a smaller pot. And then now I'm hoping it will recover again, grow more roots, and finally make pictures. This little one looks like an actively growing pitcher, but so far there's only one, but that's fine. What do you call this? I forgot his name. The Bergshana, still maintaining those old pictures from last several months ago, and it made a new one. Still very slow growing, and I got some mishmash of other plants there. This is a creeping oak fig. I have a whole tub of this back then. They got too big. I decided to trim them to extinction, and I only got this little one right here right now. But that's fine. I don't need too many of them. Made some divisions of Paradoxus again. These are the leaves. That's a container. And the Petiolaris, because I really enjoyed the Petiolaris very much after they recovered. Growing some new serpents. I don't know what else to talk about. Hold on. Oh yeah, I also sold all of the VFDs, all the Venus flytraps in my collection, because they've just been very difficult to grow and maintain. They're very needy as far as carnivorous plants grow, so I decided to get rid of them, especially the Cayenne. I got it for like 1,000 pesos, I think, 1,200, and I was only able to sell it for like what, 450. It never grew for me, not even in my indoor setup, so I decided to get rid of it. It's still alive, it's just not thriving. Maybe it's waiting for a perfect condition or something. It's not even rotting too. I sold all the Shenrons, even though I very much like that plant because it's been grown here in the Philippines and it's been very used to the country's weather. Well, I still sold it. Sold the B52s, the Draculas, and all the other divisions. I don't know what else to talk about. Hold on. If I can remember something, I'll probably just comment it on the channel, under the video. I don't know, or put it in the description, something. But yeah, that's the updates for all the plants right here. Collection is still growing. I'm gonna get into a review center because now that I've graduated, my next focus is to pass the board exams and get the title of engineer and then have a job and all of that. But that means for the next 6 months while I'm in review, I won't be able to maintain my plans myself. My plan is to only go home for like 2 weeks, every 2 weeks, to check on them. I'll have my brother water them because that's all they really need anyway. Also, they're not gonna need a whole lot of care in the rainy season because the weather will water them just fine. Maybe I'll just check on them through video calls. I don't know, but I'll definitely check on them anyway. That's all there is to it. Peace out. Go fuck yourself. Bye. I got that line from Tony. Anyway, watch his channel. Crime based, but Matoni doesn't. He's a very great guy. He was in Manila like a month ago to check some of the plants there, and we went to other parts of the country to document the plants, expeditions and shit. Anyway, goodbye.